All right, before we start this, I'm gonna do a little something to Nico's gi. I'm just gonna start pulling this apart, distracting him, this sort of thing. Don't worry about that, we'll use that later. So, we're in the same situation. He's got his hands on my chest. I wanna negate this grip, so I push through, and I start working out towards that pit grip on the collar. Now, in the circumstance, I might be in a situation where if he's driving into me, and he's hugging me super tight, I can use this to kick up and create space. But sometimes I still can't, and I might need a little bit more leverage. The thing about the collar grip is it's pulling evenly from the center of his body up. So it's pulling equally on his left arm, obviously his left arm and his right arm. So what I want to do instead is, if I'm stuck here and he's really, really focused on making sure I can't move, I'm going to reach underneath and start pulling this lapel out. And once I get it out, I'm going to pass it over my foot. That's not a strong grip here at first. I just want my foot on top of it. I'm going to remove the pit grip and grab at the end of this lapel. Now initially, hug me as tight as you can. If I try to push this, I don't really get very far. But every time I push it, I can push and stretch and then release and keep my hand in place. So my foot can climb lower and lower, ratcheting down this part of his gi. So now I kick again, still not quite getting enough movement, but my arm's out and I ratchet just a little bit further. Once it's strong enough, you can actually get to a point where you can start lifting and shooting into your triangle chokes. On top of that, once we're here, if I push this up and I say I can't really get to the triangle, maybe he's got a good grip or something, I can still use this to invert. From the inversion, I can use this to take him over. Still same kind of position to finish with a half Yuji or finish right here. So let's take a look at that again. Again, somebody is really, really strong here and you know you're gonna be in close guard with them for a while. It doesn't hurt sometimes to just start removing their lapels. Makes them at least think about things, right? So now I start working into that pit grip, out to the side, catching, and if he squashes me too hard, I still have one free hand to pull this lapel out. Can you walk around this way? To pull this lapel out, and all I really want to do is get it out enough to put it over my foot just a little bit. No tension. I remove this, grab the end, and now I'm just going to push and ratchet. Push and ratchet, just like that. Once it's in deep enough, again, push, shoot for your triangle, spin, and keep the grip for your pendulum sweep. And if you still can't sweep the guy, I think you guys know where we're headed with this. I grab the inside of his knee, push over my head, and I can finish with that arm lock even with my foot still in that lapel.